money. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey has issued a state of emergency as part of the state prepares for winter weather. 28 counties are included in this emergency declaration, including Tuscaloosa, Birmingham's Jefferson County, and Huntsville's Madison County. Winter weather advisory has been issued for Clark and Washington counties, but no Gulf Coast counties are included in this state of emergency. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency is warning motorists of the potential for ice on the roads in north and west central Alabama. Much of the state will experience freezing temperatures over the next few days, which could produce widespread black ice conditions. If you have plans to travel today or tomorrow, Aaliyah issued these safety tips. Do not use cruise control while driving on icy roads. Turn on your headlights and windshield wipers, and keep emergency supplies like a blanket, food, and water in your car. Emergency crews across the state are on standby ahead of today's potential for wintry weather. The Jefferson County Emergency Management Agency says, based on conversations with the National Weather Service out of Birmingham, most of the freezing rain will head north-northwest. The agency says if you need to be out on the roads, drive carefully, avoid speeding, and find an alternate route if possible.
If you've got icy roads, you're not going to want to try and take the uphill battle or the downhill battle. So maybe reroute the way that you get to a certain location.
Especially when it's kind of patchy. It's not everywhere, and you know, sometimes you feel like you're okay, but then you might hit a patch of ice and not be expecting it, and then you're in all kind of trouble.
Crews with Alabama Power and the state's transportation department are monitoring the weather. People in northern Alabama are preparing for what may come today. Many in Huntsville were out on Sunday getting supplies. People rushed to the store to get things like bread, milk, eggs, and batteries. Meanwhile, crews were out treating roads. Much of North Alabama remains under a winter storm warning. Several western Alabama counties are also under a winter storm warning this morning. In Tuscaloosa, city and court offices plan to open as usual, with adjustments made dependent on weather. The State Department of Transportation is already at work to prevent major roadways and bridges from icing over.
Our crews are going out and pre-treating the roads and doing what they can to help mitigate this winter weather that's coming in.
Tuscaloosa will be opening its 311 line today for residents to call with non-emergency questions. Back on the Gulf Coast, we are expecting some of the coldest weather of 2021 this week. Workers at nonprofit groups across Mobile and Pensacola are getting ready for the influx of people they expect will need a place to stay. Chad Petrie has that story.
The Waterfront Rescue Mission has shelters in both Mobile and Pensacola. They expect the number of guests in both cities to go up in the next few days.
We have to keep our staff safe, our guests safe, so we have to have a healthy and safe environment. So we have COVID restrictions in place to safely distance our guests, to have cleaning protocols, to do health screens at the door.
Keeping space between guests has also been a constant.
We may have them in the chapel, for example, or in our dining area. So we may put beds where we don't ordinarily sleep people when it's below freezing, when it's severe weather, any kind of severe weather that comes our way.
It's been a challenging time for nonprofits adapting to changing circumstances.
During COVID, organizations, nonprofits have realized the tremendous need for collaboration. So Waterfront does its piece, other organizations do their pieces, and through that we're able to meet needs in a greater way.
They expect to meet more of those needs this week as more people reach out for help to get out of the cold. Chad Petrie, WKRG News 5.
Santa Rosa County's cold weather shelter is opening today. The shelter is available for the homeless and people who don't have access to heat. The Ferris Hill Baptist Church in Milton will be open today and tomorrow. Anyone who wants to stay overnight must check in between 6:30 and 8:30 in the evening and then leave by 7 each morning. Face coverings and social distancing will be strictly enforced inside the building. Those with our free WKRG News 5 app were the first to learn about the cold weather shelter opening in Santa Rosa County. For the latest weather reports, download our free weather app for your Apple or Android device.